KAO and Lin Yunru, who's been so impressive in singles, but came unstuck against Lin Shidong yesterday. Do something that looks unlikely against the two Chinese. Remember, Wang Chuqin has 4 doubles titles to his name with different partners already. That sets it up, but now let's get the show on the road.
Taking on Lin Yunru and KAO begins now.
Singapore.
Doors are closing.
More certificates of entitlement or COE 才转不安排的北京。
Change at the next station for the Circle Line.
Here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Introducing your first duo from Chinese Taipei, Lin Yunru and KAO. And their opponents from China, WTT and LIN Shidong.
Here they come, and here comes the reception from the fans here at the Infinity Arena. It's incredible to think that the second man heading down the ramp there, Lin Shidong, behind the world #1 singles player, is the one who seems to have spent an eternity on the table in this Infinity Arena here. 5 hours and 10 minutes of action already. When last we saw Lin Shidong in action, he was picking up the first potentially of 3 titles here, winning that next doubles final against the Japanese Sora Matsushima and Miwa Harimoto. But that was last night. Now it's another race to the best of 5 games here, as this is going to be an incredible show of talent on display. Well, the tail of the table tells us, as I said at the start, that these are 2 new pairings, new for this WTT event, new to each other, but of course no strangers to doubles play with titles already under their belts. We also saw Lin Yunru in action, playing as well as he seemingly could do, but in a losing cause against Lin Shidong in singles just yesterday. All players have got so much about them. More from our color commentator on that in just a moment as we check in on Nico Zorn, our umpire for this final.
Please come to the toss. I have green or yellow. Yellow for you, green for you. Yellow, you won the toss. They chose receive. You're choosing that side. And Lin will serve. Who will receive? Lin will serve, receive.
So there they are, the 4 players, all of whom have caught the eye at various times over the week or so of this Singapore Smash 2025. We're into 7th day of action here. Delighted to say that for a 7th day, I have Fraser Ali alongside me. Fraser, great to have you here. You're looking up for this one, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. And how about this, the results so far? Well, they had a little wobble at one point against the Singapore pair before they got past the former world champions, Falk and Carlsen, and then the reigning number ones, Lebrun and Lebrun, Felix and Alexei. That's a quality lineup to get through, isn't it?
It really is, and let's be honest, you wouldn't expect anything less from the two Chinese pairings. Great to be with you, John, here. Our second final of this year's Singapore Smash. And what's not to love between these two partnerships? I expect a feisty, spicy battle with so many electric rallies here.
Yeah, when you talk about the individual brilliance of them, of course, both of the Chinese players still have men's singles semi-final assignments to undertake. And as I said earlier on, Lin looked good a lot of the time against Lin Shidong. KAO, of course, went out a round earlier, but this is how they've made it here. Have they caught your eye en route to this? Not quite a smoother pathway as that of the Chinese pair.
No, that's right. I mean, dropping a few games, but, you know, impressive against Kwek and Pang, who were awesome at the finals in Fukuoka, defeating actually the #1 pair at the time from China, and then Shinazuka and Tagami, they're tricky, and then they beat the contender winners, Bourgeois and Dor, the charismatic Frenchmen are never easy. They overcame Shah, and the Indians are coming up in doubles, so that was impressive.
Yeah, this is what they're playing for. What a lovely shot. We're just tilt up on these WTT men's doubles champions trophies. Incredible to think that Lin Shidong, who's come close before in smash action, hasn't he, to picking up a triple crown, has got that in his sights here. As well as, of course, everything else that goes with it. Cash money, very nice, thank you. And ITTF world ranking points in doubles. We're going to see some substantial change in that ranking order with these new pairings, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. There'll be a lot of movement, particularly through sort of 10 to 5. I mean, these two coming in as seeding pairings, despite never playing together because of how successful they've been with other partners in a mixed and men's doubles.
Oh, so much to look forward to here, so much to talk about. I think we've set this one up. How about we just watch the action right now? Can't wait.
First game, Lin to serve, level. One love.
Oh, that's nice. Straight away, right, left, both sides of the table.
Yeah, they'll both be able to get those ferocious forehands into play. Big fan of that there. Gao Zhongwei quite jagged with his technique. Lin Wenru a little bit more elegant, smooth. So much to love here.
1, 2.
But so much for the Chinese Taipei pair to be wary of in terms of these form Chinese stars that they're up against.
Nice slow spin there. Just tinseling up that ball. Just wide enough and long enough for Lin Shidong to attack. Good recognition, table awareness there from the world #2.
Very quick to bounce, and this pair really is clicking. I mentioned that, of course, Wang Chuqin has picked up titles, Lin Shidong now as well, with different partners in different formats of the doubles game, but as a pair, they look so good already together, these two.
1, 5.
Yeah, and I mean, especially Lin Shidong, for a Chinese player, fairly backhand orientated.
Sorry, just a minute, Fraser. Would you look at this? The fans, and I suspect the fans from Chinese Taipei, have been flooding to WorldTableTennis.com because they've gone and given it a 71% chance of Lin and his partner winning this one.
That's a great turnout.
1, 6.
At the moment, that vote is looking a little bit tenuous.
It is. But as I was saying, you know, I think Wang Chuqin and Lin Shidong are so dangerous because Wang dominates with the forehand. Lin can dominate so intimidatingly with his backhand.
Oh, brilliant.
6, 2.
And Lin Wenru there back off the table. We saw him doing that to great effect at times against Lin Shidong in a singles context. Trademark cartwheel from Wang Chuqin until he got tucked up there.
Yeah, that was an outrageous match yesterday. I've never seen Lin Shidong look so resigned after losing a match. He played so well and still lost 4-1.
Lin Wenru he actually only picked up the one game. He's only ever picked up one game against Lin Xudong. Incredible throughout their meetings. Anyway, that was the singles. He's got to be sanguine, put that behind him, and produce now.
Well, now only having the doubles to focus on, unlike Wang and Lin.
2-8.
And they immediately find themselves staring at a 6-point deficit, the Chinese Taipei pair, who need to get a roll going here.
2-9.
Easier said than done.
What a flick here. You just don't know where he's going to go with that. Ends up sort of Chiquita'ing it, tying up Gao Zhongwei, who didn't expect it there. Great receive from Wang.
10.
And then, of course, they have to force the issue. You spoke about him being a little bit jagged now earlier on. Well, there's an incentive to get something done, because this first game is all but gone with the Chinese serving. Oh, what better way to wrap things up? We've spoken throughout this week about Wang Chuqin's delight, particularly when he's got the room on that forehand in doubles to absolutely spin into it, and there he goes, exit frame right.
Oh, he just makes the room though, Wang Chuqin. It is insane how he manages to sweep the beat from beneath himself after that forehand. It's magnificent. What a performance there. It was dismissive.
Chinese pair have started off on fire here in the Infinity Arena. Wang Hao just making sure they've got everything they need, instruction-wise, and in terms of physical preparation too. That was lightning fast. Chinese Taipei pair unable to make any inroads whatsoever.
No flash, please. Second game, KAO to serve, level. Please, no light. One love.
Yeah, they created a nice juxtaposition there. Lin Wenru and Gao Zhongwei held the fort down well initially, sponged up the speed and spin, and injected that pace. Oh, wow.
One.
Banging backhand. Fair bit of backspin, but with all that racket speed and weight transfer, well dealt with.
Let 1-all. One.
Oh, listen to the effort. Trying to muscle that one over. Wang Chuqin.
If that goes on, that would be a miracle. Got him into that crossover, Gao Zhongwei. Nice block. And similar, really, in a way, Lin Wenru and Wang Chuqin. You know, it's tough to deny them that flick. Having to serve right to left in doubles. It's the only time where that line down the middle that you can see there makes any kind of difference.
Yeah, again, this is a packed house here, and a little bit of disturbance in terms of lights in the crowd. But the players have been really good at just picking that out, policing it, pausing, and then going again.
Surprised we didn't see any flashes come out in the first game.
It just flashed by too fast, to be honest with you. It's 3 apiece, but the Chinese Taipei pair have at least exceeded their first game points total. Look at that, back-to-back backhands from this pair from China. Both to be admired.
Four, three.
Well, that seemed like an over-optimistic attempt there from Lin Minru. Extremely high difficulty shot. I mean, obviously, the biggest risk you can take is not taking a risk, but that just didn't seem quite there.
Yeah, 12 out of 16 points. China trending very much in the positive direction here. The Chinese pair, I should say.
3-5.
And that continues. Sort of delight of the army of fans here. They have to do all they can just to stay in the points here. We saw Lin there with a great reach around retrieve, but in vain.
Amazing. I mean, look, Gao Junwei after his first shot is forced so far back because of the quality early on in the rally. The variation.
7-3.
It's just outstanding how quickly the very best players in the world recognize when the ball's going to be attackable, how they adjust. Because they can get caught out. If they come in too soon, their opponents will, for example, push along quickly, disturb their rhythm. No way.
Oh, he missed it.
4.
The
What
feeling.
a point that would have been to win.
Oh, my goodness. The chop block, the hook, and the chop from Lin Minru. That had it all.
Please play.
Taking it off the face of the bat of someone so skilled, and you could see the professor, Wang Yizhe, absolutely loving that from his charge there. Oh, they're turning it on.
8.
And this time, Lin Shidong does have the final say in the points from way back.
Under pressure, being relaxed enough to spot the transition of Gao Junwei, and he went against the momentum of Gao's body weight there, Lin Shidong. He was shifting towards the forehand side, the Chinese Taipei player. Understandable, because that was the more open side.
Oh, the crowd is oohing and ahhing, and so are we. And the point again goes the way of Lin Shidong and his pair. This is fantastic.
They're just oozing, dripping here. My word. What do you have to do?
You have to keep sight of the score as well, because as we're marveling at the quality of the play, this is moving on a pace, because it's now 6 game points for a 2-lump lead for Wang and Lin.
I don't think I've ever seen Gao Junwei look so impressed. How many world-class shots do you have to play to win a rally?
11-4.
Well, they're not winning many, because they go down again here, this time to 4. So it is as straightforward, as comprehensive as the fans of the Chinese pair would want. I'm sure that he will have something that could be improved, that he can work on, Wang Hao, for his pair. But in all honesty, they're just going from strength to strength.
这个锋利，如果这个时候高超的给你反手，还是给你反手这块，我要用就行了。刚新这种他瞎铁料，瞎铁块人物，我说大头如果锁住人，正锁住了。
Let's take a little look from above at the footwork of these two pairs here. Anything particularly stand out? Obviously, we have a side that's dominating another right now.
Well, you can see that Wang Chuqin and Lin Shidong aren't having to make as many massive compound movements, because they're the ones able to switch the direction of play more dangerously and more instantaneously as well.
Yep, they are where they want to be, and they're sending their opponents scurrying in a losing cause. Remember, best of 5. They just need the one more now.
1-love. 1-all.
It's hard to know, given they've picked up so few points and won so few of these rallies, what they can change at the moment, the Chinese Taipei pair, because it's not even as if they've settled into this match yet.
Well, this is the thing, John, you know, it's difficult to generalize and it's difficult to commentate table tennis at times because you can do the right things and still lose a point because of the adversarial nature of table tennis. They're not playing badly here, Lin and Gao, and that makes it even more scary. But the scoreline is what it is.
Return of serve has been something noteworthy so far. It's coming back at them, particularly from Wang Chujin, with some absolutely unreturnable action on that ball.
3.
We were talking about this yesterday when Wang and Lin took on the LeBruns. So many of the world-class players in doubles serve with tight float being no spin at all because it's tough to push with a lot of quality and flick with a lot of quality.
2-4.
You're giving your opponent nothing to work with or against, but the thing is, even when they're serving with no spin, they're still able to receive so well, the Chinese.
25 out of 32 points. This is turning into an absolute walkover. And that's not said in a negative way because it's been supremely skillful from the Chinese pair. Not that time from Wang Chujin, and something has to happen very fast for Lin and Gao.
From mid-distance there, nice looping balls. Connected well with those.
4-all.
And he's going to go for it. He has a freedom to his
like
play
this.
in this doubles context, doesn't he, Wang Chujin?
Yeah. You get to see a different sort of side to his athleticism. Obviously having to get out the way to make space for his partner is something to do with that.
4-5. No light, please.
Yeah, that was unfortunate timing. Wang Chujin just pointing out. As they slip a point behind in this third, but remember the Chinese pair very much in control of this final.
A good body language here from Lin Wenru and Gao Chunrui. Their heads haven't dropped.
5-all.
Just a little bit tangled there, and the two players acknowledged it, with Gao coming back across his partner here.
No light, please. No light, please. Five-all. 6-5.
Ferocious forehand
They're in
there.
this. They're in this. That was meaty from Gao Chunrui.
Serving long with the plan. You see the players gesture under the table. Lin Wenru would have told his partner, I'm serving long here, get your bat high, ready to counter. No way that the Chinese will push a long serve unless they're really surprised by it.
And again, trying to generate something where it looked impossible. Wang Chujin misses. It's a two-point game now.
Starting the rally with tight touch play and where they can, generating heavy spin early on to cause some hesitation. Working well. Think about the players that have managed to beat the Chinese over the years, Waldner and others. You know, they've had creative aspects to their game.
Won't surprise you to see they're
Sorry,
serving
stop.
with a
One is to
70%
serve.
success rate, as we're going to make sure they have the right server.
Five, 8.
Now there's just a little bit of an opening. The door is maybe ajar, if not open, for the Chinese Taipei pair.
The light at the end of the tunnel for them here.
Oh, no, you don't, says Wang Chujin. Steps across and delivers the
Please
unstoppable.
play.
And again,
7.
such a weapon to have in your doubles armory.
Timeout.
We heard Patrick Francisco in the corner with Jörg Rossi Roskopf against Wang Chuqin in singles. He was just saying, so Schnell, what can I do? It's so quick. Everything Wang Chuqin does can be imperious when he's in this kind of mood.
Well, we saw plenty of this last night in the singles context as Professor Wang Yizhe was trying to get the best out of Lin Minru, and to be honest with you, he did most of the time. Here's a quick look ahead to Tong Tong, who's in action. She comes up against Kuai Man in the first of our women's singles semi-finals. Interesting stat for you, whenever these two have met anywhere, whoever's won the head-to-head in their encounter has gone on to win the title in the event. Just putting that one out there for you, because there's still the Sha Sha show to come later on, and that'll take a bit of stopping. But that's a mouth-watering prospect in terms of women's singles semi-final action coming along.
Time.
Well, Fraser, a three-way conversation there that must yield results. A slender lead for Lin and Gao. Can they convert?
Relatable timeout. They have another serve to come here. Couple of points on the bounce.
8-7.
And they take it, and they come back off that timeout with what they wanted. They're within 2 of getting back into this.
Love to see that serve again, that shovel serve. Push long uncharacteristically.
Please play.
But you have to earn it against Wang Chuqin in particular, who stepped up of late in this game.
Well, a lot of top-level coaches would say if you've got time to block, you've got time to counter, but sometimes you just have to brace for impact when you see Wang and Lin wind back, because you don't always know where they're going to go. They can break the wrist at the last second, fade it with power. That was relentless.
It's a huge point, and that's one against the serve, and it gives them 2 game points, and crucially, ball in hand as well for Lin and Gao. This is their opportunity.
That was almost crucial. The trademark of Lin Minru, the flick, coming right round the side of the ball. There's not much topspin on that, but loads of side.
Please play. No light, please. 10-8. 10-9.
Just got a little bit tougher, but the chance still exists.
It's not even a long ball there from Gao Zhongrui, but Lin Shidong is able to sniff the seemingly untackable. It's just amazing. The awareness that he has of how he needs to come into the shot with barely any space to work with.
Oh. How does he do that? Look at that rueful smile from the server. When the going gets tough, we just saw an example there of another incredible facet of this man and this pair's games. And just like that, they turn it around with 3 points and give themselves a championship point. Quality, skill, resilience, temperament, you name it, they've got it.
That was a genius shot from Lin Shidong. Barely put anything into it, but it was his posture that made it possible. So good.
And now for the title against the serve of Lin and KAO. Oh, not yet.
Oh.
There was some feeling there.
All cards on the table. The last thing you want is knowing you could have given more, and that was embedded in that Lin Winru forehand.
No light, please.
If he was going to go down, he was going down all guns blazing.
Please, no light.
11 apiece. Crowd really excited by this, as you can
11 all.
tell. Big moment just around the corner, they feel. Nothing he could do with that, Gao Chungrui. And once more, it sets up a championship point for the Chinese. And how about that?
11.
With a cartwheel,
And championship.
with a punch of the fist, a handshake for his partner. It's a title for the Chinese pair in men's doubles. A second crown for Lin Shidong, a win for Wang Chuqin. And they may have been pushed hard in that third game by the Chinese Taipei pair, but they have absolutely dominated this final here in Singapore.
That was a statement finish there from Wang Chuqin. Playing that short side with that pirouetting forehand finish, it was outrageous. Decent third game there from Lin and KAO, but we knew how tough Wang and Lin would be to beat. Such amazing quality here in this men's doubles final. Well, the triple crown is on for Lin Shidong.
You know, the fans come for many things, they come to see many things, but it doesn't get much better than that. That player, the best in the world, right now, at least, sealing the deal in a Grand Smash final here at Singapore Smash 2025. And we've been treated to some real entertainment here. We can look at the winning ball placement, but there were so many facets, of course, as I said earlier, to that win. The best of the two best players that are out there right now, deservedly pairing up for success here. 11-2, 11-4 in a breeze, and then a really absorbing challenge thrown in their faces. And of course, they had game points to